I'll demonstrate a simple publish subscribe model in Node-RED. So the end product is this. Okay, so this is the end product. So we have one publisher and we have one subscriber. So this publisher is connected to a sensor. So this temperature here is just an input for temperature. So what it does, it just gives us the value 32. So every time you click on it, it sends the temperature 32. So it's equivalent to maybe your temperature sensor, okay? Then this is the publisher. So this could be your microcontroller. So this is your sensor is connected to your microcontroller, which is a publisher. So when it gets that, it publishes in the topic called su/temp. So once it publishes there, any subscriber that is listening to this topic will get the value of the temperature, okay? So we have one subscriber, you can have many. So it's listening to that topic, SU temperature, okay? And then we just added a debug here, an output. So whatever message.payload that comes, it should be able to display. So if I click on temperature 32, sorry, so if I just click here, you can see it's 32, okay? So if I change this temperature to maybe 29, and then I deploy. So as you can see, it's disconnected and then it has to connect. So it's connected. So you have to wait until it connects. So if I just click on this, it has published and this one has picked, okay? And then it displays. Then I've added a chart here. So if we look at this chart, it has a dashboard. So the next here, I designed something just temporary. So if this was my home, you can see 32 was being displayed during these times, and then it went down to 29. So you can see it's plotting the temperature. Every time I publish, it's plotting. If I publish again, and maybe twice, I go back here, starting to plot, okay? So I'll show you how I've done this so that you can see how it works, okay? So I'll just disable this and then we start afresh. So we start by installing whatever we need. This menu here, and then manage palette. So we want to install two things. Then click on the install, and then search for MQTT. Okay, I've already installed it, so that's why it's like this. So if I click on this to see the description, it shows me whatever I'll install. So it just installs one thing, Mosca in. So for Node-RED, it doesn't use the Mosquito broker, it uses a Mosca. So this is the name of the broker, it's called Mosca. Okay, so that is what we'll use for this demo, okay? So install that, then the next thing you want to install is the dashboard. So this dashboard is important if you're designing your IoT system. So if you're doing a home design, the dashboard is very important. So you install the Node-RED dashboard, okay? So this one here that I'm hovering on, the Node-RED dashboard, I've already installed it, okay? So if you click on the description, so this is how it looks like, yeah? So it will come with the buttons, it will come with gauges. If you want to record anything, it will come with all these components, okay? So once you install, you realize that it will install a lot of things. So all these nodes will install all of this for you, okay? So we go back. So the first thing you want to do is to install the broker, the Mosca broker, this one here. So basically, when you double click, it will tell you the port that it will use, 1883. So it has not yet appeared here. It will appear in a few. Then the next thing is to put a publisher. So in the output, you'll have MQTT broker. Okay, so drag it there. And then double click on it. Okay. So it has already connected to the broker that was existing. So that's why you see it's here. But I want to I want to add a new broker that will run on port 1883. So I'll just click on add a new broker. And then when I click on that, it will allow me to give the name. So maybe I'll just give it IoT MQTT broker. Then the URL, so I'm just running it on localhost. Then this port should be the same as the one for Mosca. It will run. So when I click add, you already see on this other side, a new broker has been added, but it has 0 clients. Okay, so IoT MQTT broker, 0 clients. So this will be the first publisher. So I select a topic. So maybe I'll call my topic IoT, then maybe temperature. Okay, then I wanted to give it a descriptive name. So this is publisher 3, maybe 2, done. Okay, so we have our publisher. So you can see our IoT MQTT broker has 1 publisher. So if you click here, you'll see that IoT temp publisher 2. Okay, it's MQTT out. So this is a broker, it's connected to this. Okay. So I want to put a trigger to this publisher. So I'll just put an inject node here. So I'll just drag the, okay. Then double click. So the payload, if you want it to be timestamp, I want a string or maybe a number. I want the temperature, so it will be a number. And then maybe I'll put the value as 33 degrees, okay? So maybe I'll call this sensor. So this is a temperature sensor and the value is 33. So it will be sending 33 degrees every time I click on it, okay? Okay, so when I'm done, we have that sensor and we have the publisher, okay? So the next thing is to install a subscriber that will subscribe to this topic, IoT/temp. So I'll just go to the input, this here. So I'll just drag it there, okay? Then I'll double click on it. So which broker am I connecting to? So you see I have 2. I want to connect to this one, IoT, the one I've just configured. Then the topic is IoT temp. So if I put in the wrong topic, then it won't capture anything. Okay, so I have to get the correct topic. So I'll give it a name, IoT temp, then this is a subscriber 2, okay. So once I've done that, I'll just click on done, okay. So I want to see the output. So the next thing I'll drag to the screen is the output, the debug node. So this one here. So I want to see if it will display 32. Okay, so I'll just drag the debug node and then I just connect it there. Okay. So as you can see, the IoT broker has now two components. So that is the subscriber and the publisher. Okay. You can add as many as you want. So we are done. So I just click deploy, and then I wait for them to connect. So they are connected. So I want to see the debug. So if I click on this, I should be able to see 33. So you can see it's displaying 33.